Hello my friends, welcome back. It is episode 35. 35, and we have this relatively small map to deal with one bonus objective here, and 3 primary objectives here. Since it's such a small map, I doubt I'm going to have much trouble with it, because don't really have fuel problems on such small maps, which is always a concern with the bigger maps. And generally speaking, a smaller map means that I can gather my units around my artillery and protect them. Right. What is new? Nothing. Nothing is new. Okay. I am going to do some cross-classing. Okay, I repaired everything last time because I knew the tax was coming. I have that river hero. So what is... I mean, the river penalty is... enemy units attacking it will get +4 attack and +4 defense. Okay. And it's... and they're considered to be open tiles, I guess. They do not have the close combat marker, so... yeah, I guess it makes sense to put a river on a bridge engineer. It will just make them that much harder to kill when they're actually sitting in those tiles. Right. 3-star. 3-star. Okay. So, I'm going to do some cross-classing, because I can. And I have nothing else to do with my upgrades anyway. So, what is cross-classing? Well, there are two main reasons why I cross-class. I'm sure that there are other reasons out there to do it. But the main one is that you can gain a lot of EXP very quickly on recon cars, so then if you change them to something else, you end up with a relatively more experienced unit. It's a shame that I don't actually have enough... Do you know what? I only have 5 units of the Char B1, but if I could actually upgrade to it, I would be able to use field repairs to actually increase it. But anyway, let's do some cross-classing. So first things first, let's just put the artillery away. Because, I need some slots available to do this. Yeah, just out of interest, can you actually cross-class to... nah, you do need... you need 10 of them. I wouldn't want to change to this anyway. It's too slow. 4 speed, really bad. So the main reason to cross-class is to put Steamroller on recons. Here's the other one. Wow, to put Steamroller on lots of things, really. So, I have 1, 2, 3 tanks with Steamroller. But you'll notice here that their experience is not great. So what I'm going to do is, because recon cars actually grow very quickly, So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark all tanks that have Steamroller with a blue stripe. Actually, let's think of a unique pattern for them that's not garish. I think most of these are quite oof color-wise. These ones actually just have a red stripe on the back. Okay, so let's go with this blue stripe grey pattern. Because we need to remember. Okay, it's right near the top. This one. And this one technically has Steamroller as well. We'll always remember that this is the Vedeja, because it is just such a unique tank. So now what you do, and I'm not gonna transfer them all at once, obviously, is you change this to a recon car. If I remember correctly, this one is just blatantly superior to this one. And you lose 1 star of experience doing this, obviously, so just be aware of the price. So I only get 3 upgrades. And we see that these guys are totally maxed out. So let's move this one across to being a tank. Let's make sure that we change its size. So why do this? Well, 2-star tank is actually pretty well experienced. It's quite difficult to increase the experience of tanks straight up anyway. It's quicker to train them as recon cars. But what this also allows us to do is so now I have a distraction support tank. That's okay. What this also allows me to do is put Steamroller on recon cars. Now, recon cars actually have a very vicious attack, and they will maintain that for a long time. So if you can put Steamroller on them, you have the potential where you can use your recon car to pick an enemy off, and then, you know, use it again and again and again and again, just like you would a tank. They can be extremely effective. Obviously, the main issue is that if you cross-class them, I've only got 3 upgrades allowed per battle, so I can only cross-class 2. So this recon car is now like 3 stars, so really I should just put it away for now. I can't cross-class anymore because I've used up all my upgrades. So that's it, I'm done with cross-classing for today. Well, let's pull the heroes off of this one. put that one away. So the idea is simple. Get them to 3-star and move them to tanks to create 2-star tanks. And whenever a tank has Steamroller, cross-class it to Recon. So you can get Steamroller on your Recon cars. And what you will end up doing is you'll end up creating tanks that have 2-star EXP, which is actually not bad, because as you can see, tanks really struggle to level up. Takes them a lot of time. Unless you put heroes on, like, you know, support and accuracy and all that kind of one, you know, the abilities that allow them to support other units, because that generates a lot of EXP. It's very difficult to get tanks to level up, but you can deploy tanks and get them to add Steamroller to them, and then cross-class them across to Recon cars, and then level them up and use them as Recon cars. You can get your Recon cars to level up very quickly, and then transfer them over as 2-star tanks, and then teach them Steamroller, and you can keep them as tanks after. So it's an amusing thing where it makes sense to swap them. It makes sense to train up all your tanks with Steamroller, then switch them to Recon and never switch them back. And it makes sense to level up to 3-star, or as many stars as you can get, whatever phase of the campaign you're in. 3-star is where it starts to make sense. 3.5-star, 4-star. Pay the 1-star penalty and move it across to a tank, and then put Steamroller on it and keep it as a tank. And you'll still level up faster. So anyway, this is what I'm doing now, because I've got the spare upgrades to do it, so I'm cross-classing. And I will be able to create a whole team of Recon cars that enjoy the Steamroller trait. Let's add entrenchment and shock tactics to this one. Not that these are very useful, but hey. Let's shuffle that one out. So obviously this tank has got Steamroller at the moment. Development, cheap reinforcements. Let's shuffle that one out. So this one doesn't. This one doesn't. But they will be working on it. Which heroes have I got on this? Leadership, distraction. What can I add to that would make it interesting? I might as well add cheap reinforcements to that one. We'll add development here. Obviously cross-classing is going to take some time. Artillery takes a while to level up as well. But, so here's another thing. Artillery levels up much faster than anti-aircraft guns. Typically speaking, anti-aircraft guns really struggle to level up. Because they don't get a lot of kills. It can be worth it to cross-class artillery into anti-aircraft guns just to get high EXP on them, but you're not going to be able to move any traits back and forth that really matter. So I don't know how worth it you would consider that to be. My double EXP guy is on Galland right now, isn't he? I can't believe how much EXP he managed to farm. That was crazy. It was like 1,600 or 1,800 EXP in a single mission. It was absolutely crazy. I think my fighters are actually pretty much maxed out. I can't think of any good reason to cross-class fighter planes, to be fair. But yeah, I've got 5 fighters lying around with really good EXP. Let's put the double EXP on this one, because he's got aiming assistance as well. Let's train him up. In fact, let's put it on this one. The one with Steamroller. Get it up to speed as fast as possible. Just gotta make sure I don't lose any of these units. This tank, you know, in an ideal world, I would put it to one side and bring something else out to level up. But it's, you know, it's the only one I have, so, and it's really too powerful to put it to one side. I need that power in my life. One 600, 1 630. Where's my artillery? $2,200, 2,300. Okay, cool. Okay. So this one requires how many? Another 13, so it's got a while to go, and obviously this used to be a recon, so it will be at 0. Okay. One day, I hope to have an army of things with Steamroller on. It will be glorious. You can also cross-class Steamroller onto anti-tank. Not really that useful, because anti-tank is only really useful in support. And I'm sort of mostly of the firm opinion that anti-tank is just inferior anti-air, considering that anti-air can switch. Right, what do I lose? What do I lose? What do I do with my last point? Could put these guys away and bring out another tank. Or, not a tank, a recon car. I could make Galland a little stronger. Strat bombers. Let's put one of these strat bombers away and let's bring out another recon car. Try and get these guys to 3-star so I can then cross-class them over as 2-star tanks. Doesn't have to be exact, obviously. But, you know, the closer to 3-star it is, the more EXP you're gonna save. A lot of these tanks have actually seen a lot of action and will be quite close to Steamroller. Three, not great. 2, but you know, 3. It's better than nothing, of course. 16, that one's pretty close. 12, 1, barely even worth it. my other pioneers. Okay. Let's get to work. Galland in the center. Dive bomber at the front. I don't know about Strat bomber. There's an airport there. Let's shelve the Strat bomber, because my main airport is not a major airport. The one that's in the most useful position is not a major airport. This is quite a lot of recon cars, to be fair. I could shuffle one out and shuffle a dive bomber in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 units plus the anti-aircraft guns. I think these are both 3. These are like all 3 slots, right? Ah, the lack of core slots is really killing me. Let's... This is a really hard decision. It's actually a hard decision. An extra dive bomber might be really useful. Because it's my main way of dealing with heavy armor. I'm going to presume that the AI has got some heavy armor. You know what? Forget it. We'll just we'll run with it. We'll run with what we have here. I'll shuffle in another set of infantry just to pad my territory. I'm gonna guess that this is heavily defended, so let's get the heavy infantry like right here on the front line. We can go in and start smashing away. And if we're doing that, then we've got to defend it like this. Okay. Let's put the old padders in the close tiles. Excuse me. Let's just run the anti-aircraft guns at the front. Okay, that's heavy forest. So I don't think much is going to get through there. Really am like pinned in the corner here. Okay, alright, I'm not 100% sure that this is the right setup to have. But we'll see what happens. It's a whole lot of forest here, which is really worrying. For such a tank-heavy army. This is why these will come in useful, just to pad the area. See, it almost makes you wonder whether strat bombers would be worth it. Because if there's hordes of infantry, you know, we could strat bomb them down attack strength wise. Try and like encircle them and then use strat bombing to weaken them up. Ah, whatever. I've made my bed now, I'm gonna lie in it. I've made my bed and I'm gonna lie in it. So that is it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys next time.